Hey friends, today I'm working on a card for the Sketch and Scrap Challenge blog. I'm one of their design team members, and so I'm making a card following one of their card sketches. They do two card sketches a month, as well as two layout sketches. So I just took a standard card base, 5.5 by 4.25. Fold it in half, and use my bone folder to burnish that score line or that fold. So the papers I'm using are actually 6 by 6 pieces of paper that were left over from a pad that I was pretty much finished with. Excuse me. I grabbed them from my scrap pile, so I don't remember the actual pad, and I apologize for that. But it's a gray and white polka dot, and then it's like a notebook kind of striped paper. I decided I was going to stamp these butterflies. I love these layered stamps because they really just add some depth to the images. So I was messing around with just some different ideas. So the first solid piece is a very light blush color. I'll have a link down below of my blog, and I'll have the actual inks that I used listed there, as well as the stamp sets, etc. But so then I just kind of went, and I did what I think is the opposite way. So I did the base first, a little bit of highlight, and then you'll see me stamp the kind of outline of the butterfly. And the first color that I use, which is that purely pomegranate, the dark, when I say the first color, the first butterfly I used the darkest was this one. I thought coordinated better with those blush or those really light pinks. So that pad that I probably had since like 2008 or something, although there's still ink on there, it was pretty dry, and you'll see me right now when I stamp down, it looks okay, but I really wanted a darker contrast, so I didn't like the way that looked. So I decided to grab a different color stamp or ink for the butterfly, and look at how beautiful that is. It's so dark and so bright. So I decided I was going to try to cover or stamp over the other one. It wasn't completely lined up, which I knew it wouldn't be, but I still liked it. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it for a different project though. So with the second butterfly, I did the opposite. I did the outline first, and then I did the solid base, and then I'll do the highlights. And I actually do like the way that looks better. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way. I think whatever way you feel comfortable with is fine. But I really love how that turned out. Isn't that just so gorgeous? That butterfly is really pretty. So I'm going to fussy cut these out. I don't believe I film it. So once I do that, I just use a pair of sharp scissors, and the key is to turn the paper versus turning the scissors. It makes it just a little bit easier. And I know I've done this plenty of times, and I'm sure we've all fussy cut. So like I said, it's off, but I'm going to keep that other one, but I just push it to the side for now. So I'm really kind of just coordinating the card at this point, adhering that full piece of the polka dot paper. I like the contrast of the basic grays, just kind of what would you call that? Like a, what's the word I'm thinking of? Neutral, I guess, background. Against that really bright butterfly. I think it's so pretty. So I did decide to cut down that one strip that's over on that left side because I just felt like it took up too much room. But again, just adhere that over on the left-hand side, following the sketch. Again, I'll have that link down below to the Sketch and Scrap so you can see the sketch. I'm using a Wink of Stella, or a glitter marker. It's not even a Wink of Stella, I just call it that. And added some glitter all across it. It's just a clear glitter. And then now I'm picking out my sentiments. Again, those will be listed on my blog. But I just grabbed a piece of scrap white cardstock to do the banner up in front, and you'll see right there I always do like a pre-stamp of sentiments before I stamp it, just to make sure I have enough ink, etc. And it's a good thing I did, because I had the wording upside down. That would have been hilarious if I would have stamped it directly on the card and realized I did it upside down. But anyhow, so I stamped it on there. I stamped the word friend, like I said, on a scrap piece of white cardstock, and then I cut it down with first of all with my cutter, and then I decide that it needs a fishtail on the right side of that. So you'll see me do that as well. I do mess around a little bit with that size because I started off pretty thick and then I end up trimming it down a little bit. I'm not sure if I show that. I can't remember what I keep and what I don't. But I just did the fishtail. And to do that, you just put a slit in the middle, and then from both ends, you cut up to that middle portion. Adhere that right on the card. I had to do some adjustments because I realized I wanted that tucked in, so it left a little bit of a flag, so I just used some liquid glue to make sure that corner was all the way adhered to the card base. But you see what I mean when I say neutral? That's very neutral, very kind of soft with those grays and whites, and with the black ink for the sentiment, which I really love. I decided to pop up the butterfly with some 3D foam adhesive. I just did the wings, and then I adhered the middle portion and the antenna of the butterfly just directly to the card. So it kind of looks like it's fluttering a little bit, but not quite, because it's not popped up that high. But I really like that look, so it's still pretty thin that you could put that through the mail with no additional postage. But anyhow, look at how pretty that is. That pop of pink, just so beautiful. So I hope you like this, and I hope I encourage you to go to that Sketch and Scrap website, check out some sketches. Those are always fun to do. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button down below. I do at least 2 videos a week, and one is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the Command Center, which is the name of my blog and also my craft room. I just added some tiny little sequins, or not sequins, bling, which really makes this card even look prettier. So I hope you like that. Bye.